Today we are playing the last of the loner decks with Ramp Under the Stars Ramp Druid. The purpose of this deck is to use the early game to accelerate our mana with cards like New Heights so we can close out the game with powerful late game threats with ENR, Yogg, Marin, and of course Ziliax. If you like gameplay videos like this one, please consider subscribing. Let's get into it.
Malfurion versus VO7 TRON.
Always not sure what to think what rogues are. I feel like this is just Brewer's Paradise, the rogue class. All right, so we have our New Heights. So we do have our ramp going. It's always tempting to keep the Nest Matron because that just allows us to get on board so quick and deploy another thing. I do have a few turns to draw another dragon. I don't want to rely on Fi right here to be my other dragon, or I could. I'm actually going to try that out. Let's keep Fi so we can guarantee the Nest Matron to use that ability. Renathal Rogue. I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. My initial thinking is this is just like a grindy Theft Priest. Yeah, I think we deploy a little 3-2. Buff up this one. Perfect. Thank you, 3-2. Appreciate you. Thank you for your service. Yep, we got a big Theft Priest going. So we have to look out for Spectral Cutlass, of course. If we're even on Spectral Cutlass. There's so many ways Theft/Test Priest can go. I imagine Tess is in this deck. A Splish Splash. Yeah, I think we're splashing. I think we're splishing. I think with Test Rogue, I might be the aggressive deck. They're usually pretty slow. I imagine they're going to trade their 3-2 for one of my 3-2, so I think I'm good just getting a little bit of chip damage in. Yeah, see, they play a bunch of like not so well statted minions like this one. Of course, they can make up for that with like effects like that. That's a good reason to kill their 3-2, I suppose. I could hero power or dragon hero power Trog. I kind of like that. Get these 1 health minions off the board. Let's try it out. It's tempting to go for that New Heights, but I think I want to keep my taunt nice and healthy. Get rid of this. Get rid of that guy, and of course go face. Really liking the swing turns that the Nest Matron gives this Dragon Ramp deck. I kind of like the Oaken Summons version more to get that guaranteed Puppet Master out, but I like the Nest Matron as well. Am I just gonna face tank 6? I think so. Keep my 3-2 alive. New Heights. Hero power. And of course we can get that life back with our huge Fi right here. So we're getting closer to our Yogg turn. So the things I'm wanting to see off the top are Marin, of course. Marin's always so good in these grindy late game decks. Imagine there's a Marin in our opponent's deck as well. Is it worth deploying the Puppet Master? Of course they get collapse. It's a great answer to my board. Killed both my 3-2s. I think it's a Puppet Master. Hero power, they're 1-1. I hope they don't have another big excavate rush guy that we saw earlier. But my Renathal opponents are pretty good at finding their two ofs, their second one.
This treasure ain't fit for our pirates.
Sandbox Scoundrel. So we're expecting a 4-drop here. Yep. Haven't seen this guy in a while. You excavated twice, destroy an enemy minion. Lined up pretty well there. So either they're just not drawing their Spectral Cutlass or they're not on Spectral Cutlass. Is it a Tendrils game? You know what? I think it might be a Tendrils game. I might overdraw something cool. Hopefully not my Titan, but screw it. Let's go for Tendrils. If I'm not doing Yogg this turn, I'm not doing much else. Oh yeah. And this just goes to their head. So we're looking at a dead Yogg here. And we're hoping for nothing too terrible off the top of my deck. We're hoping for some sick random spells.
Now this is treasure.
Okay, I think that wasn't far right in their hands. So they did have the Burrow Buster. So my Dull Master was doomed from the beginning. Gonna imagine I'm gonna take 8 here. Burrow Buster is gonna take down my precious Yogg Saron. And a Tar Creeper. Gonna guess I didn't get many great options off of that. Alright, that's fine. Let's just see what we got. Let's see what we got in the perfect. Just beautiful. Exactly as I drew it up. More Tendrils. Good freeze, good freeze. Nice. Oh, that sucks. I mean, it's not bad, but oh, wait a minute. Wait. We could still be. This sucks, obviously, but I like this play. Get some health back. Get some swipe action going. After your hero attacks, summon another one of these guys. Discover a weapon. Ooh, I do like that for some damage. Just get out. What did I even do? Finale, give a random friendly minion +2/+2. Beautiful plays by yours truly. Totally knew what Ambient Light Spawn did. Yeah, me and Ambient Light Spawn actually go way back. If you couldn't tell by me panicking and playing him at the last minute. Yeah. What the hell was that card? Can't even tell. My cards are so tiny. Overall, though, there's some good tendies right there. I love a good nesting golem. I do not like a good the Azurite Scorpion though, especially if he has a way to return this with like that guy. Ooh, me and Name are in the same boat, panicking with the rope. Okay. That could be anything, of course, because that's how secrets work. I'm representing quite a bit of damage here, though. I played an elemental last turn. Yeah. That tracks. How do we feel about the plushie secret? We like it. Get this 5/1 off my board, please. Thank you. Get the lamplighter, doing a little bit of board control. Get the tendril. Wow, they are between the tar creeper and the ice barrier. They're just like way too afraid of dying. I'm like, I don't feel like I'm pressuring their life total that much.
Time waits for no one.
I'm just gonna keep a lot of stuff in my hand. And there's no reason for me to commit more to the board. Like, my board is like plenty threatening. And I'm not sure what kind of tools Rogue would have outside of, like, of course, Yogg. But feeling pretty confident against this big random Rogue. Like having Popgar, so I can get a little bit of lifesteal gain. I believe it's 8. After this attacks, gain +1 attack, then attack another random enemy minion. I do think Fi's better than this guy. I do miss my Fi greatly. But Mishmash Mosher might surprise me. The Gibbering Reject. So I could potentially have infinite Gibbering Rejects next turn. Something for my opponent to consider. Okay, so they didn't have Yogg's Throne, but they do have his Prison. Does not like the look of that Lamplighter. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. See a Soloist. A little overdraw action from our opponent. Yep. So I have 8 from hand. I think I'm going to do that. 8 from hand and figure out the rest later. This could be lethal. We might be dealing with a dead name. Not bad. Took down the Meta Tyrant, big random rogue. Heck yeah. Alright. Last game with the Ramp Under the Stars Druid. I think I'm looking for Ramp. Get on the mana generation train as early as I can. I've not been too terribly impressed by this deck. I'm 1-5 right now, but let's see if we can pull out a W against what I suspect to be a Reno Warrior. I played against one Reno Warrior in this mighty 1-5 record, and they absolutely clowned on me. I think that's because this deck just doesn't have as many late game tools as the Reno deck. Reno being the main decision breaker, I would say, in comparing these two decks. Reno is just such a powerful tool to have. And Warrior also has access to ramp. It's usually edge that Druid leans on to overpower in these grindy matchups, is just get to the late game sooner. And when the Control Warrior can meet them in the late game, it's not a great look. So I believe they also have better removal tools. So they have this almost the same
Have you filled out the paperwork?
mana generation, the better late game, and better removal. So it's quite the difficult matchup. But we can keep soldiering on. Just draw our spells. I think it's worth coining out Wild Growth here. Big reason we run Innervate is to get our mana generation out a little faster. Aha! See, I am a head warrior. What are you gonna do? Play a burrow buster. Zephyrus is letting me think that they are a Reno deck, but the Excavate deck doesn't always go Reno. Let's go for Zilliax. Bubble Buddies for life. Thank you, achievement. I think an issue that I have been having with this deck is I'm just like not deploying my threats fast enough. So getting on my big Zill earlier than usual, I think, is where I want to be. Take control. Wow. I imagine they're a Yogg deck, so I'm gonna keep this bad boy around for a little bit. I also think it's a good idea to take a little bit of their mana generation away. Let's keep the card draw coming. Get a Doomkin going. Really big fan of Doomkin in these kind of matchups. Another Forge, maybe a Sanitize. Oh, not a Sanitize. Consecration. Right. Nice. So let's go for Dorian. Draw some dragons. Nice. And from here, I think I just want to gift wrap Whelp. And let's draw some spells. Maybe deal with their Grifta. Trying to set up a little bit of spell damage for some swipes that I have in my deck. I believe I've seen Malfurion's Gift maybe one swipe at this point. Oh, Aftershock. So much removal in these warrior decks. Okay. So there's one of my swipes. Definitely happy to see that. So let's go New Heights. Is it a good Eonar turn? Because they don't have Reno next turn. I think it could be a good Eonar turn, actually. Go for a mana refresh. Refresh your crystals. 8 cards in hand. Let's just go for a draw 2. Hoping to find Marin. Yogg is also decent. Refresh 3. And I think gaining armor isn't too terrible. And I just kind of want to free up my hand a little bit. Deploy the 5/4. Sure, let's also get a 1/1 out there for safekeeping. Deal 1. And I'm not loving them being on their 9 mana turn and still being at 31. It's a pretty easy sanitized cleanup that we've been thinking they've had. Probably looking at a hero power sanitize for a clean answer to the board. Maybe a reinforced plating sanitize. Makes sense. Again, I think they have. I think they're just gearing up for a Reno. Not going to get much phi value out of this, but yep, phi hero power. And pass. Yeah, these draws later on are super awkward. Like I'm dealing with like this is their late game is Boom Boss. So this is gonna deal me a lot of damage when it comes to my resources. So what I'm thinking is just I can't play around it any longer. Drawing spells is a no-go. So I think I'm just swiping face and hoping for the best. For the face. And this is likely going to be the turn that they've been waiting for to Reno. Or they have many board clears with a generated twisting nether. Yep. Tough matchup. But I think maybe some tendrils can get us out of this. Let's see. This would be a crazy way for the game to end. Let's get some tendrils going. Whoa. Okay. I'm liking where Yogg's going so far. Let's play the buff one. Let's see what happens. Defile. Okay. Calm down. Yogg. We can talk about this. Deal 2 damage to their face. To Yogg, no. 4-drop, what could that be? Okay. Tendi's going big. Tendi's going huge. Oh no. Wait. That's actually huge. Wait a minute. Yogg may have clutched this out for me. Wow. If I came back, I'm definitely not out of the forest yet. But Yogg is one hell of a card. Are they on armor duty? Yep. Armor gain. Okay. I get it. Okay, so we have some TNT coming down. Our last precious Tendi. Oh no. Tons of life came out of them. I think we go with the twist. We go with an elemental. Rush taunt. Costs 1 if you have at least 10 mana crystals. Should have read this card before I played. Is the first one I pick the one that goes out, or
What
How's this work? Is it anywhere over here? Oh no. Let's pick this one. Okay, so I should have picked this one to go out. Let's also deploy a 2/2 and Trog's not getting any better. Get him down to 20, I think. So yeah, I should have picked this one to go out and then played this one, maybe with a drink. Yep. Just that late game inevitability from the Warrior. Very, very strong deck. Yep. Not much you can do about this one. TNTs galore. And I believe that will be game. Let's get a 1 going. The Goblet. The only out I feel like I had was Goblet into Zurg's Crown. Yeah.
Almost out of cards.
Let's play this. Get every.
Stay alert, my children. Danger awaits.
We all exist.
Time waits for no one.
This could get some tendies. There's an out. There's not an out. Yep. And that would be game. Yep. So I think if you are gonna pick a loner deck, I probably wouldn't pick this one. I think this loner deck out of Warrior is probably where you want to be. But let's conclude this game with our friend the Chaotic Tendril. Hit him with the 7-drop. Perfect. Oh, that's gonna be enough Ramp Druid for the rest of my life. Thank you, Johnny, for thoroughly putting me in my place.